everyone, it's me. I'm back again. I want to give you an update on what's happening with me. I recently had gone to Istanbul and to Dubai. There was a social event there, so I went there and had a great time. But anyways, I'm back in California. I'm right now in Berkeley, and I just wanted to give you guys an update about what's happening. And something recently happened to me, which was kind of a shocker for me, which probably shouldn't have been a shocker, but was a shocker for me. So what happened was, if you guys have been following my journey, you know that I haven't had any solid food for almost like 6.5 years now. And you also know, if you've been following my journey, that I gave up tea, coffee, alcohol, onion, garlic about over 5 years ago or something like that. And so I haven't had any of that in that long. So when I stopped, I just stopped. It's not like I said, oh, I stopped and I went back to having caffeine or anything. I just stopped. So the other day, I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me that she has this coffee that's a decaf coffee that she likes, and that it doesn't cause any jitteriness or anything like that. And that this is like a fair trade kind of coffee. And they use the Swiss method of decaffeinating the coffee, which is no chemicals. They use it by water. And so I thought, okay, well, you know, maybe I can try it and maybe, I won't have any effect of the caffeine on me. So she told me the brands to order, and so I did. And when I got it, I put 1 teaspoon of the coffee in a glass of water, and I was having it. And I had a sip, and then a friend of mine called. So I took another sip, and I was on the phone with my friend, and it just kind of hit me that I felt like I couldn't even put two sentences together. I felt this heaviness in my head, and I felt like my brain was being electrocuted, and I was just jittery, and I was completely like I couldn't even think. I was like, oh my God, I can't even, the words wouldn't even come out of my mouth. I was so strung up on this 2 sips of coffee that I had, decaffeinated coffee that I had. And then I hung up the phone, and I just kind of relaxed and took it easy. And it took about an hour or so for it to go away. And I spoke to my friend, and she was like, "Oh gosh, maybe there was something wrong with that batch of coffee. Maybe there was some drugs put in it," because I really felt like I was drugged up. So I thought, okay. And then she said, "Well, because I ordered two different coffees that she likes, so I ordered the other one." And she says, "Well, in a few days, try that one." And so, anyways, yesterday I tried that one and was very careful, and I had like a sip of it, and I can feel the same effect of it. So I was like, okay, but you know what? I felt my brain like it's like a Christmas tree lighting up. My whole brain was like, like it's crazy. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this video is to let you guys know that if you're on this path, it's not like you can just go back to eating and drinking whatever it is that you want, because if you're on this path for a long time, then your body and everything changes, and you become extremely sensitive to things. For example, this decaf coffee, I was extremely sensitive to, and I couldn't drink it. And I keep in mind that before I stopped drinking the coffee, I used to drink 4 or 5 cups of regular coffee, and nothing, like I didn't feel the effects of it, like, earlier in my life. And then slowly I started feeling the effects of it. That's why I gave up the coffee. But I didn't realize 5.5 years of not having, and having like a decaffeinated, just a sip of it, would do this to my brain. But really, caffeine is a drug, and it's a stimulant, and having a very clean diet and all that. I mean, it goes straight to your brain. It went straight to my brain, and affected me. So just want to give you guys an update on that. And my next video, I'm going to do another video on, after I had that coffee experience, I had a voice tell me about what happened during my ayahuasca experience, because I had this ayahuasca experience that was terrifying, and I couldn't do a video on it for the longest time. And then I did eventually do a video on it, and that was like I don't know, 5, maybe 6 years ago that I did video on that. So anyways, I have an update on what I feel happened during my ayahuasca experience, or what was told to me during this time, what happened to my ayahuasca experience. But I'll do a video on that later. But anyways, this video is basically just to let you guys know that the body does change, and it becomes very sensitive, and that we have to be cognizant of it. You can't just go back and say, "Oh, okay, I used to drink 5 cups of coffee. What's the big deal? I can drink decaf." But no, after like 5 years of not having anything and having a very clean diet, it does affect you in a very serious way. I did feel like I was drugged up, seriously drugged up. And so Anyways, so that is my update. Stay tuned for my next video because I'm going to talk about my ayahuasca experience. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.